Hey everybody, welcome back. You want to protect your little radios better? Check out Portable Zero. I'm going to show you and install the Portable Zero Escort for the Yeasu 818. Alright everybody, welcome back. So today I have a new product to show you. It's not new, but it's new to me. And a while back I showed you the FT818. And this says it's for the 817. It will fit the 818, no problem. This is a all-mode, all-ham band radio. Runs about 6 watts on all frequencies with external power. And it's a nice little radio, and this is the box that the stand comes in. But one of the problems with this radio is this is how it sits. So you're either stuffing something under it all the time, or you're trying to lift it up like this, and it can tip over. So if that's not a problem to you, maybe this product isn't for you. But for me, it was annoying because I could never see the display at this angle. So what this is a stand with a little kickstand on it. And as you can tell, here it is here. And this will use the existing screws and a little hole here at the bottom for the stand to make this into a little bit better protected and a little easier to read radio. So I'm going to show you how to do this. These include the side panels, okay, and trigger clips over here if you want to use your strap. Now you're going to take these old ones off here on the side of this radio. Let me bring that up. I'm going to take this off because we've got to take it off for the installation anyway. You're going to take these clips off for the strap, and these will be your new clips for your strap, and they have clips with it, and we'll show you that. Although I don't have the strap anymore, yeah, I lost it already. But it's really no big deal. They're made of 552 aluminum. Nice high-quality powder-coated finish on these. Really, really light. The design adds functionality and radio protection because you're always worried about banging these things off on the ends there if you're carrying this around. And this is a mobile rig, so it's something that, you know, it's nice to have a little more protection. They're super lightweight. They weigh 3.9 ounces. And like I said, you got this new thing here for the strap. You can do top or bottom. So I'm going to show you the parts. This is all your little parts, screws, whatever. And this is the other rail. I'm going to take that out and show you. What I like about this is the instructions are really straightforward. And each rail will have a side. Obviously, this is going to be for this side because it's got the foot here. I like, too, that they have a little insulation here, a little rubber between where the radio goes and the rail, so you don't get scratched up here or here. So there's your rails, and here is your stand. And it's just the right height, you know? I mean, I made a little I cut a piece of PVC in half and was using it for this to prop the radio up. But this is just the right height. And it's going to go on this way. That's going to be your feet on the bottom. So it will still stand flat, but you can pick this up. Well, let's do it this way. You can pick this up and stand it up like that. So we're going to put the first side on here. I'm going to show you the instructions because they're actually very well done. Screws are pretty self-explanatory. The instructions, I mean. The screws go right on the sides there where the old screws come out. This is how you will put your stand on. You got a lock nut, a couple of washers, nylon washers to make it nice and smooth. And that's pretty much it. Really simple installation. It gives you the instructions right here. So, I'm going to take the sides and screws out, and we're going to try the first side. Alright, so your first step is fairly self-explanatory. You take off the 2 screws here, and the 2 screws here, and they're down here. I hope you can see that. And this is the old clip for your strap. I just used a regular screwdriver. And these are your new mounting hardware. Now, these are, obviously, you're going to have more of these than the long ones. The 2 big ones here are for your stand. The little ones here, the smaller ones, are for the side mounts. Now, these are going to be thicker than the ones you took off, and longer. Not thicker, but longer, I should say, because you've got all this bunch of metal to go through. So it still has to fit in there. Now, if for some reason your holes are threaded a little deeper, and it's a different type of radio. They say some FT818s and 817s have threaded holes that have some slotted holes that are slightly deeper for recessed screws. They give you another set of screws here in case these screws don't work for you. They also give you both Allen wrenches, which I think is really cool. Not that I don't have it, but it's nice not to have to be fumbling around with it. So pretty much you're just going to get that set up, and you're going to thread it in there and put on the new rail. So I'm going to set this on its side. Careful not to mess things up here, and we're just going to place that in its place there and screw that rail in. Alright, looks like we're done. I didn't want to screw these in ridiculously tight, but I did put them in with a good bit of force. There's no specifications on how many torque pounds you're supposed to use or whatever, or torque ounces in this case. But there you go, that's mounted on the radio. Nice and neat. I did notice that this hole here was threaded as well as the radio being threaded, so it did make it a little easier to kind of make it a starter hole and get it right on there. And that's what it looks like up close. And you can see you've got a little protection around all the important parts of your radio. So let's start doing the base here, because they tell you to do the base before you put on the other side. And you can also build it before you put it on too. You can put the stand on beforehand. But what I'm going to do is put that on first, and I believe it sits like this, because this is your bottom here. So we're going to put that on, and then I'll bring you back and we'll put the other side on. Now, one of the important things is the sequence that you put the washers on for this base here, this stand. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this through, all the way through there, and you're going to stick this on the inside once it's through. So I'm going to go through here. I'm going to stick the nylon washer, I hope you can see that, in that spot there. Okay. There we go. I'm going to stick my stand on the correct way. And then I'm going to stick the metal washer, bring that up close, on the outside of that. This way you get a nice gliding, easy, smooth motion back and forth. Then, as you can tell, I have this in a little pair of needle nose here. That's your lock nut. I'm going to thread that on, and then we'll tighten it up, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. It's done. There you go. Now you want to back it off a little bit. You'll get it really tight, and then you'll back it off like one turn, just so you can get that nice smooth movement. Otherwise, it will lock up really well there. So we're going to put the other side on now. We're going to take out these screws and put the other rail on. And I'll bring you back once that's taken off and ready to go. Alright, those are out. Now what I'm going to do, in case I ever sell this radio and decide to keep the rails or whatever, is I will take the old stuff and put it in with these longer screws they gave, just in case you have a different setup on the side of your radio. I'll put these in here because I like to keep the factory parts just in case I ever decide to sell the radio, or Yeasu comes out with another radio that's better than this one that has the same, that will fit the same rails. These are your latches. I don't know if I showed you those before, for your strap. I'm probably never going to use the strap on this, but it's nice that I have them, so that will probably go away with the radio as well. And I will stick these two Allen wrenches in there when we're finished installing. So let's put the rail on. Before I put the rail on, I did put my nylon washer and this in here, because once I get this down, it's going to be next to impossible to do that. So I don't have anything put on the other side or anything. I just wanted to put the nylon washer and that screw dropped in there to kind of center me too as well. And we'll put the screws in now. Alright, so there you go. Both rails are on. The base is on, but I have to put that other nut and lock washer on there. See how nice that will look when it's all stable. And that is really, really nice. I really wish that Yeasu would offer something like this with their radios. I don't believe they do. And this company also, Portable Zero, also offers a spider holder kind of thing. You know, it's a bungee cord type thing that will hold a little LDG tuner up here, that little auto tuner that runs on batteries. That will probably be my next purchase for this setup, as I want to get it as small as possible. And we're going to put that last lock on there, and I will finish up. Alright, so there you go. It's all mounted. Now you'll notice I put the antenna on here for the front-facing antenna. I have the internal battery pack charging right now, using right now. And I set it all up, and it's ready to go. Let's just key up a local repeater. W6 UTC test. Yep. Works good. Alright, so we got it all set up. It's ready to run. And as you can see, I'm going to get it off that, put it back on the frequency I wanted. Alright, I'm going to turn it off. And there we go. So let's take this antenna off. Let me show you what it looks like. One of the nice things about this is it's just so easy to read now. I can see the whole front. When I want to turn on that button there, I was afraid these were going to get in the way, but this is still more than enough room to operate. I can operate the squelch as well as the volume control. The power button is actually a little easier. I'm going to show you from this side here. If I reach in here, I used to have to push this and then the whole radio would move. Now I reach, hold on to this, and just turn on the power button. So it's really, really simple to use, much easier to grab at, and as you saw, the antenna fit on the front too. And when I'm done and I want to pack the radio away, I just unplug the antenna, fold that up, and there you go. So I will put a link down below in the description where you can pick up the rails for this. They run about $79. I'm sorry, $72. They are not cheap. They are very, very well made. And for a radio that you just spent, $600, $700 on, or $500 or whatever, because I know there's always somebody that says, I got it for $400 in the comments. Whatever you spent on it, it's worth it to protect it. So I definitely like it. I want to eventually get the LDG auto tuner for up top here, and I will get that little spider grip they have that holds it in place. I think that's pretty cool. It uses the rails to grasp. I definitely like the way it looks. It looks clean, looks nice. They did have on their site, they powder coated the whole radio this OD green. I thought that looked so cool, but I'm not daring enough to tear this thing apart and do that myself. Because I guarantee I'd drop a screwdriver in it or something. Anyway, that is a nice, safe way to transport your Yeasu FT818 or your 817. Does not matter. It fits either one. It is the ultimate tactical carrier for your radio. I think it's really cool looking. It still fit in my little power box, and definitely makes it a lot safer. It's one of the things I worried about in my power box was hitting this button all the time when I carry that. It's a big tool case. You guys have seen it if you watch my channel for a while. If you check out my field day video from this year, you'll see it in action. I always worried about this thing getting bang, 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 because of the side being right there. Now it's got a little protector there to block it. Anyway, folks, I will put a link down below to where you can pick this up. This is the Portable Zero Escort for the Yeasu 817. As I said, it will fit the 818, no problem. It is super lightweight, only adds 3.9 ounces. It's 50-52 aluminum, powder coated. Really, really nice bit of gear for your radio. I will put a link down below. Don't forget to check out our Amazon store down below if you're interested in checking out some of the items we review. And if there's nothing in there you like, just shop as you normally would. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life site. Right now, the food is coming in. It's disappearing quickly. You got to go to a picker page. If you go to the picker page, if you search for Iridium 242 Thrive Life Picker, you'll come up with that picker page, and you'll be able to find what is in stock right now. And don't forget to check out our Food for Patriots link. That's preparewithiridium.com. They do have food in stock, and they are shipping right now, so check them out. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.